Hey guys, this is Andrew. Another day in the life of a broker. Hey, if you enjoy what you watch here, please click subscribe down there and take a minute to like and add a comment. That's the plug. And here we go for what we're up to. I am driving to a vacant property, so I'm not violating any stay-at-home issues or safe distancing issues. I'm going to a vacant property, and I've got a client who's really interested in it. I'm going to do a live open house tour. I think there is a huge difference between virtual tours and honestly, I mean, I've been at this 30 years. The virtual tours have been around forever. And of course, the movies have been around since what, the 20s? But this is different. This is that interaction where the client can say, hey, could you stop there for a second? Let us have a look at the kitchen again. Hey, could you get out your tape measure for a second? My wife wants you to measure the size of the center island. And oh, by the way, how high is the gap between the floor and your knees under the center island? Because I want to be sure that my bar stools fit. I mean, there's 1,000 questions. How many times have you gone to a home that you've seen on the MLS or you've seen on Zillow, whatever, and you go to the home and the backyard looked huge and there's not enough room to put in a garden hose, let alone a swimming pool, but the realtor or the photographer got down on their knees in the corner and pointed the camera up and made it look like it was half an acre, but it's really like, you know, half a foot. It's really frustrating. So the idea of a live open house is that the buyer, the client can say, stop here, stop there. What if the client says, hey, could you walk outside the front door and I need you to show me the neighborhood? And what about that house next door? It looks a little bit run down. And can I see the cars? I don't know about you, but I think most people think about that stuff. You know, I had a house, I don't know, 2-3 months ago before this craziness with COVID, and they loved the house, but right next door there were like 2 broken down trucks in the driveway that looked like they'd been there since Noah's Ark. That's not good stuff, you know. So people want to see that, and when it's interactive, you can really serve your client. I've never been the one to sort of like heavily pitch a client and, oh, this is perfect for you, isn't it? Listen, people are smart. They know when something's good for them or isn't good for them. My job is to present it as realistically as possible. Hey, let's try something else. I had a client recently, another marine client from Japan, and they said, Andy, we've seen this property online. We want to write an offer on it. And I said, let me go out there. I want to do a live open house. And I walked out in the backyard and I stood up on my toes. Well, for me, you know, I'm already 6'6", so I'm like at 8 feet at that point or whatever. Stood up on my toes. I said, yeah, you see this behind is open land. Yeah, that's why we like it. And I said, well, if you look at it, it's on a street corner on open land, and my hunch is that's going to be commercial property, and you could end up having trucks pull up to a food store behind your house in the middle of the night delivering food. Are you sure you want that? Of course, I checked with the city. Sure enough, it was zoned commercial. Sure enough, there been 3 or 4 investors looking at it to build stores there. So they obviously didn't buy it. So look, here's all the issues. It's totally different to a virtual tour. And this broker is really interested in showing people what's really going on, not what's touched up in Adobe Photoshop. So hold on, I'm going to get on the freeway here. Hold on. I think that's about it for this. And after the virtual tour is done, well, not virtual tour, I just got through saying it's not a virtual tour. After the live open house is done, I will let you know how it goes. So again, please, watching our channel here, please subscribe right on here and click like and send me a comment what you think about live open houses. Thanks so much.